This is Monkey Dubs here. We're gonna make a little video of how I set up my stream, basically, or how I set up my whole VR so I'm able to stream and everything. Basically, the basics to get onto your VR onto your PC, and then from there, I'm gonna show you how to do it from Steam VR too, because there's a difference. And Steam VR is like basically a whole new it's like iTunes and the Google Store or whatever. Two different stores or whatever. There you go. With what I'm going to show you, you should be able to use your Oculus and connect it to your PC. And also you should be able to, you get the Steam app and get that stuff. And then after that, I'll explain like what OVR Advanced Tools is. We have a few tools here. Alright, so over here what we have is OVR Toolkit. This is not necessarily something you need for VR, PC-VR in general, but it is a good tool. It's like about 12 bucks or so if you're streaming, because you're able to see your chat window inside, and so you don't have to take off your chat window and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna explain a little bit of what everything is. But OVR advanced settings, I hadn't played with it too much, but I know it allows you to fly or float in in-game VR, so you'll be able to like grab yourself and make yourself pull yourself up and stuff like that. But Steam VR is right here, and this will pull up, and you'll be able to that's how you connect your Oculus inside the game. But overall, let's just fucking go to the Quest 2 app. So a lot of people get stuck on this part because you have to download this app, and people get confused because like it's just like, well, it was confusing for me just because like, first of all, I couldn't get it to download because my firewall wasn't allowing it to, so I have to uninstall. But what's it called? That's what I had to do. So I wouldn't recommend that. Maybe there's another way around, but basically I had to uninstall my antivirus and my firewall so it can allow it to come in. Maybe there's a way to turn it off, but my way I couldn't figure it out, and I got tired, so I just fucking uninstalled it. And it was taking me already like a half an hour, 45 minutes just to figure out how to download a fucking app. But overall, this is how you get in. What you want to do when you open this up, you want to connect it to your Oculus. You can either AirLink or with a cord. Let me see. I have mine over here with a cord or so. It's a 10-foot cord. I want to get a 15 or 16-foot eventually, but that's working pretty good. And then also a really good recommendation is if you can get one of these, get a 90-degree angle, because I hear a lot of people, if they cable link it onto the PC, it does have issues when when it's moved, so your link will disconnect basically. And you want to make sure that both sides are what's called USB-C, and I would recommend a USB 3.1 or USB 3.0 version, generation 1 or generation 2, or even higher ones or whatever you can afford it. But overall, like, you just gotta make sure you take care of that. Don't wiggle it around. Make sure don't try to tug on it. Don't try to do, like, really take care of your fucking Quest. This is like your fucking power. Especially your power line. You got to take care of your power line. So what I do is I put it around this area, so if anybody would walk by and just like pull the fuck out of my cord or anything, trip off my cord, or even if I would step on the cord and trip, it's not gonna just fly off first of all, or break my port, or like shit like that. It's better to be safe than sorry, because you don't want to have your $300 freaking headset break just because of your freaking port, Alright, so we're here in the Oculus menu. There's a bunch of games and stuff, so we'll set it up through here. I'm not gonna set it up right now, but all you have to do is go through here. You go to the device setup. It'll ask you AirLink or wireless. Through AirLink, you would have to turn on your experimental settings, or your experimental settings. It should be on your settings on the bottom left, on the very bottom. Should say something like experimental something. You turn that on if you want to do wireless. For me, I like the link cable. First of all, it's faster. Second of all, I'm streaming. And third of all, you're always charging. You don't always want to stay charged, but it keeps it at a perfect charge that's not overheating my headset, and it's not gonna it's not gonna drop under or whatever. And plus, like if I'm streaming off that computer and I keep on disconnecting and connecting, it's most likely gonna mess with the link cable. And it also saves me 2 feet, I believe, for pulling my laptop towards myself so I can have more room for myself to move around my head and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I have. I have my gaming laptop running my VR, and it is more powerful because it has a 350 Ti in it, compared to my 1660 regular on my PC. So it's running a lot smoother. I got a like cooling pad and stuff under it and stuff. It's really good. Once you do this, it should show up a code on your headset, and you'll confirm the code, and you'll confirm the code on here, and then it basically pairs in. You should turn into another home screen, and it'll be a little bit different, somewhat similar, but that's gonna be the PC-Oculus app, or the PC-Oculus home screen. And then from there, you're gonna be just like okay, you're gonna look around and stuff. And I'm just gonna tell you this because a lot of people probably don't know this. So if you download something from your original home screen Oculus store, like just on your headset without being linked or air linked, you're going to have to if you're going to want to play on PC VR, like in general, like that's your go-to, because there isn't like I recommend you not to be splitting them. Either you're gonna go to Quest 2, you're not gonna go with PC and stuff, or you're gonna go with PCVR and you're not gonna go to Quest, just because you're going to run into issues to where, like, I had VRChat downloaded on my regular home screen or whatever of the Oculus, and then I go and try to log in on the PCVR and stuff, and I log in, and that's you have to touch all the letters and stuff, put in your password and stuff. It takes at least 2-3 minutes, and it's a little annoying, if you get your password wrong. So, and me, I have like freaking 3 passwords, and yet I can't figure them all out. No, I was kidding. But you're gonna have issues too, where you're not gonna be able to run, or you're gonna have to log in every single time. You're gonna have to, you're gonna be using more memory for nothing, downloading it onto your Quest and downloading it to the PC VR version or whatever the fuck. So there's gonna have basically 2 separate versions. And even if you download it on Steam VR, which is another separate thing, now you're gonna have 3 versions. I'm not sure if they all go into your memory. I believe the Steam does go into like a cloud. I'm not sure about the other one, the PCVR Oculus one. But yeah, you just don't want to be downloading so much of the same software, I would say. and then also Steam VR has some games that the Oculus has, and I maybe the other way around, but most likely it's just Steam VR that has Oculus games. And if you're going to buy Steam or Oculus games, but if they're on Steam VR, and say if you want to stream or something, or just use Steam VR, because Steam VR is a lot, I'd say has more games. It's I guess it's more open, or there's a lot more to see in Steam VR. I guess yeah, there's a lot more to see. So I believe like you get Half-Life Alyx, you can't get that on Oculus and stuff like that. And then for me personally, I like to use Steam VR because you get all these other games, and you don't have to worry about going back to the Oculus, because if you're on the Oculus and you buy something there, you're kind of stuck on that platform. You can't really say you want to put it on Steam VR or something. So I'd recommend deciding which one you want to stick with. I'd recommend for just normal people that don't care for Steam VR games and stuff like that, just stay with the PC-VR with the link cable, you know, or the PC-VR Oculus version, because there's a lot of games and stuff. There's plenty of games on there and stuff. But if you ever get curious and want to play on Steam VR games, you know, there's you know, a lot more games. I believe you can also play like Minecraft and stuff, but I'm not sure if that, you know, you can probably play it on Oculus Steam or Oculus PC VR or whatever. But overall, just know that you're going to need like every like Steam VR, the Oculus, PC VR, and the Oculus Quest 2 home screen. They're all different. They're all completely different platforms. You can't say you downloaded something from your Oculus store and then you try to play it on Steam, or you can't play anything, or like you can, or like, well, you can't do from Oculus store to Steam, but you can do from, like, say if you buy it from your original Oculus Quest 2 home, and you if you go on your Oculus Quest 2 PCVR and you just download it through there and then put it on that platform, so you're running it through your PC and you get better performance and stuff. Overall, that's the best bet, and that's like the middle, you know, just the middle, man. You know, right there, that's perfect. You don't need to go too high, and I would not recommend to be going too low, you know, especially if you have a PC. Take advantage of your specs, you know. You have a lot more power on your PC, and it's just different, you know. It's a little bit different. You won't really see too much, but you'll be able to have a lot more fun. Like say on what's it called, VRChat. Like you're able to see other characters. You're able to go to other worlds, different worlds, like that you can't that you wouldn't even think about in freaking Quest 2. That's my recommendation. Like if you want to stick to, you know, Steam VR is like, you know, high level, or, you know, higher level. You know, PC VR, just Oculus Quest 2, link cable, that's middle, and then the regular Quest 2 apps, those are on the bottom, I would say. Let's see. So what I do is, since I'm running on two PCs, I'm using this voice meter and also an Elgato sound card or sound capture card. What's it called? If you see right here, I have the headset microphone Oculus Virtual. That's what I have. Basically inputting it and outputting it through my graphics card over here. With this sound settings over here, I have the Elgato as my output, and I got my input as the headset microphone, so you can hear me when I'm talking and stuff. And then I put the headset microphone right here, input, output over here, and then the Elgato sound and everything to output at the same thing, so I can get it off of my first computer. Basically, everything's just outputting into my other PC. I also start up my what's it called, this thing, and I'll do, let me see, and I'll pop this out right here. This is how I get my freaking stream inside when I'm playing VR. I'm sorry. This is how I get my stream right here, and I'll put it down here, but there usually is like a pop-up that it pops up, so I'll just leave it right there. And then I'll open this, of course. I can probably see the device. Alright, and I'm basically setting up my stream at this moment. So. And you don't have to do nothing with this. This just automatically connects. I just wanted to show you, like, it connects. So like once you connect that first time, as long as you're not switching from cable to Airlink and cable and Airlink to cable, you should be okay. Like just connecting automatically. When you get into your VR, it's gonna prompt you with a bunch of things like, oh, would you like to allow this? Would you like to allow that and stuff? You're gonna allow it on everything and stuff. Smart home. That's what it is. Right, so that's how you Airlink it. What I like to do is I'll Control Alt Delete. You want to bring up Task Manager right here. You also wanna go down to the Oculus area, see where like O is and O right here. you're gonna want to go to this one right here, this x64 .exe, the OVR server underscore x64.exe. You're gonna right click it and you're gonna want to go to details. From there, you're gonna right click it again. You're gonna set the priority and you're gonna put that on high. This will fix like many things. Like I'm streaming on 2 PCs and fucking what's it called, and it's super laggy when I'm going in a bunch of places. But this fixed like a lot, I would say, like like 75% of my problems, I would say, with that alone. And then let's see, we're gonna start OVR toolkit. You can't see this inside my chat, but I'll see if I can get and then so the OVR toolkit, that brings the little, basically my little chat window over here into my screen, and then OVR advanced tool or advanced settings. I'm sure that there is a lot more things to do on there, but I just got it personally just to be able to climb around. Now I can see the chat, and I don't have to take off my headset, and I can fly around.
Here we go. This is how you fix your settings in VRChat so it makes it run smoother in VRChat and you're not having, laggy worlds and stuff like that. You're going in worlds and you can't move, and in VR it's pretty hard to get out because you're just lagging everywhere trying to exit and stuff like that. Go to your home screen. So these are some settings that will help you out. So first and foremost, I'd recommend going to the worlds, bring up this little menu, go into your worlds, go into your safety settings up here. You want to make sure either it's on maximum or normal for your shield level, because you don't want that to so you don't want to have other avatars that are able to crash your VR and stuff like that, because a lot of people are really toxic and they like to just crash people, and they just run in there and crash people and stuff like that. So you want to stay away from that. I'd recommend or at least normal. You know, I keep mine at max because I just don't like to see a lot of avatars. If anything, I can always just you know click on their avatar and open them up. Better than it's better to be safe than sorry, I guess. Then we go to avatar performance. We want to put this to minimum display performance rank to medium, because you don't want to go past like a certain avatars, because a lot of them are really high performance and they will crash you, or it just makes you lag, and you just don't want that because it's many people. You can probably experience like motion sickness because it's dumb. I felt it personally a little bit, just because it's like and you're trying to move and you can't fucking move. And but what's called, yeah, just keep that at medium. Maximum avatar download size at 20 megabits per second, because I said this a lot of times already, but overall a lot of people have it at 100 megabits and 200 megabits. If there's like 20 people or 30 people in your world and they have like big avatars and you're trying to download all of them at the same time, you're going to run into issues. Of course, it just makes sense. Like, you're downloading all these avatars at once, it's gonna make you lag. Oh, no, 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 don't go. No. Dynamic bone, you can keep this off. I don't see a difference with it off. I just love you know you're able to move your ears around and stuff like that. Your bones, I guess, and your hair and everything around you like is able to like move and actually like be like lively. So I keep that off. Graphics quality, you can keep it at ultra, or a lot of people put it on medium. I think the one I put, but honestly, I think it changes depending on your world. So just keep it wherever it's at. Multi-sample anti-lacing or whatever. This disable it. I know that a lot of people, this fixed their issues. A lot of them that were having lag issues and stuff in different worlds. So disable this, and you should be able to do most of these settings on PC-VR. I'm not too sure if you're able to do that on your Quest 2 VR, regular, VRChat. But most likely you should be able to have some of those performance options to lower down, the performance and avatars in game and stuff. But that should be mainly it for over here. Oh shit, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No, there we go. That should be that. That's the mainly points that I was trying to do for this video and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and also I'd recommend if you have any issues with audio in game, use these. These are your friends. Uh, User interface. I don't think you really need that high. Avatars, you don't need that high as well because you don't want to hear other annoying avatars. World, you can go low or high depending on what worlds you are in. Voices about that, and master up super high because I can just higher up my volume on my headset. You got your views are real high. This allows you to see your screen a little bit better, just depending on what height you are. Streamer mode, personal space, I take that off. Allow untrusted URLs, of course, on. Comfort turning on. These are just some basic settings that I have on my. Make sure to have this off because you don't want to have other people cloning your avatar. It just makes it weird. Like, why do you want to see a bunch of yourselves? But thank you guys.